Well, it's really exciting times for any boaters or fishers in the country at the moment with the launch of the new RECON trolling motor from Lowrance. It's been a while since a new piece of kit has hit the market, which I've been super excited about, but I've been lucky enough to play around with this motor for the last half an hour. There's not many in the country at the moment. We're here at the launch day and I've snuck out with one. And in half an hour that I've spent using it, there's 3 features that have really stood out for me, and I'm going to show you them right now, which I think are game changers in the industry. The first one is the most obvious one, and if you've seen any photos of this controller here, you'll see it here, the joystick, the free steer joystick. It reminds me of playing PlayStation or Xbox as a kid. Essentially, it is exactly that. It's 360-degree control of your electric motor. So there's no more up, down, left, right. It's now quite literally whichever way you point that motor. I'm electrically anchored here at the moment, but whichever way you point that joystick, I should say, that motor's going to go, which if you've been using other electric motors in the past, you'll know that that's not a luxury you used to have. In order to go diagonally, you had to go up, up, left, left, up, up, left, left, and you would eventually get over there. But now you can just point that joystick in the exact direction you want to go. Or if I'm facing forward and I now want to get out of there, let's say we're getting a snag or you're near a bit of structure, no longer do you have to turn that motor all the way around. You just point that joystick directly in the direction you want to go. And if that's completely opposite to the direction you're pointing, that motor will swing right around and take us out of there. So that's a really cool feature that I'm excited about. The next one, which is really exciting, is the jog feature. So you can anchor lock. So I'm anchored here now actually, which is really cool, electrically anchored. But I don't now have to take us off anchor if I want to go, say 45 or 50 meters in that direction. So let's say I'm sitting on the northern end of a shipwreck or something like that, and I want to go to the southern end. All I now have to do, as I'm anchored there, is now point that joystick in the exact direction that I want to go. So it takes about 5 seconds for that motor to start taking us over there. It will gradually get up to speed, so you don't just take off. So we're now going in that exact direction. And when I get to the mark, let's say I'm looking at a mark, I'm not here at the moment, I'm in a marina, but now we get to the point where I want to stop. I just take my finger off that, and that motor is going to take us back there and re-electrically anchor us there, or anchor lock us right there. So not only can you now start in a position, you can now jog whichever direction you want to go using that joystick by simply moving that joystick in the direction you want to go, which is a really cool feature. And just as an added bonus, you can now look down at your screen if that's paired up, and it will show you exactly where you've dropped that anchor point, which is really cool. The last one, which has been really apparent here at the launch event, is how easy to use, but also how serviceable this motor is. There's plenty of people here that spend far more time on the water than I do, and the general consensus is that this is a really easy motor to operate, but also tear down or service yourself. So I've seen the guys pull this thing apart completely and pull it back together in stations, and it's been really, really cool to watch. So, there's fishing guides here, there's marine mechanics, there's people with television shows, and they've all said that this is a really easy to use and serviceable motor, which I think for any boater out there who's going to either purchase your first trolling motor, or if you've been using one for 10, 15 years, that's the thing we want to see most. A, when you get on, it's going to work and work every time, but B, if something does go wrong, and let's face it, we're in saltwater environments, things are going to go wrong. When that does happen, we can fix it and get back on the water as quick as we possibly can. So I've got tons to learn when it comes to the RECON, but I cannot wait. I've got one ordered myself when they hit the country, and I'm going to spend as much hours as I can on the water learning all about this, and I encourage you to too. This is the RECON. This is a 72-inch 36-volt unit, but they come in a range of different sizes, both fresh and saltwater. So go check them out yourself at your local dealer, or jump online to check out all the features.